Welcome to another training video for GDS Estimating's WinBidPro version 15. And this is on our latest, as of now, which is September 6th, our latest update to the program, which is version 14.9.4. You can always find the version number in the top left corner of your window when you have the program open. And so this time I want to talk about the optimizer. And the optimizer was changed for quite a few reasons actually, and let's get into it. So right away you'll see the window is completely different for the optimizer, and that is because we used a whole new grid tool to show the parts, the cut pieces, and then the stock lengths. And you'll also notice these are in tabs now, where before we had like an upper half and bottom half list in the window. And that was okay, and we made it so you could expand the top and bottom and see like a full screen of the list and everything, but we felt like why not always just have a full list and not have to expand and contract and do all that kind of stuff. So um, that's the reason we switched to tabs. Now, one of the reasons we made the change to begin with, in any way, shape, and form, was to have faster, more efficient optimization. So previously you had to hit a button that said get elevation parts and then optimize. So anytime you made a change to your elevations or your job, you would have had to get the parts, which is basically fetching all the parts, and then optimize them, which is figuring out how many stock lengths are required. So now everything's done in memory. All that was before was accessing the database. It was reading and writing the database, finding the parts, saving the stock lengths, and all that. So all that is very disk and network intensive, depending on where your catalogs are located. So anytime you move something to memory, it's going to be 100 to 1,000 times faster than a hard drive can be. So this is way more efficient because all the information's in memory as you're working on your job. So when you select your job or you create a new job, everything you do is kind of saved to memory, and it's later saved to disk, but all the calculations and all the manipulation of the parts, especially in the case of the optimizer here, are done in memory, which is, like I say, head and shoulders faster above any way you do it with hard disk access. Um, so that's the main reason we did this. The other reason we did this is it was not uncommon to have someone make changes to their job and forget to hit the Get Elevation Parts button, and that would leave things out of your optimizer, or it would give you the wrong cut sizes um, in some cases. So if everything's real time, and we would call it either dynamically or automatically optimized, it's not ever going to forget anything or get anything wrong as far as sizing and all that, because when something changes, it changes in the optimizer as well. So let me show you what I mean. If we go and add horizontals now, like let's go back to the optimizer window here. You'll notice I can actually sort my components here. So now they're sorted in alphabetical order. So I'm going to have another video that talks about how to use this grid and what the tools do and everything, because that warrants another video. But right now I just want to quickly show you. So we have head material, jams, sill, verticals, sill receptor, head receptor, things like that. But we have no horizontals. So I'm going to leave this optimizer window open, which we can do. And we can jump back to the drawing. I can go to my horizontal tab here, and I can add horizontals, say at 42 inches in all panels. When I add those, I'm going to switch back to the optimizer window. So we can see that my horizontals have been added back in. Now without doing anything, I didn't have to reopen the window, I didn't have to get elevation parts or anything. Now we see all these different horizontal parts. So that's what I mean by dynamic or automatic optimization. So anytime something changes, if I were to go in and adjust my opening sizes, do an alternate vertical or an unequal panel, anything, stick a door in, all those things change your drawings. And this optimizer is going to automatically see that, adjust, and update. So at the same time, it's also giving you your optimized stock lists in real time. So now we're going to see our horizontal parts, which let's see what part numbers are those. So let's say this FG3164, and I'm using an Old Castle catalog here. The FG3164 is a open back filler for horizontals, and here's the 3164 in the stock length counts too. So it's saying I need one stock length of that. So all this is happening automatically. I didn't have to do anything. Of course, I can always close the optimizer window and open it, and I'm going to see all that as well. But as you saw, I could leave this window open and just switch back and forth to it, and it's still going to get optimized. I mean, it's still going to get updated. So everything's happening automatically. It's way more efficient. It's faster. And those are the main reasons we changed this optimizer. So really it's to everyone's advantage, and the program just gets better from it. We didn't remove any features, so we just changed the placement of some buttons and things. But watch the next video and see how all these different grid tools work, um, adding and editing cut pieces and stock lengths and things like that. So that's it for this one. Thanks.